Hi everyone, my name is Zheyi Liu. Today, my team members Senior Yixuan Liu and I will introduce our project on automated incident response with AWS. This is index of our presentation. Cyber attacks are becoming more frequent, underscoring the need for proactive incident response. Securing cloud infrastructure requires agile, automated incident response to keep pace with dynamic cloud resources. Repeat incident response is critical to minimize downtime and maintain business operations during a security breach. These are our goals of this project. First, simulating attacks on EC2 instance. Proactively test incident response by simulating real-world attack on EC2 instance. Second, analyzing remediation effectiveness. Evaluate the performance and efficiency of automated remediation tasks to continuously improve the incident response process. Third, configure automated workflows. Leverage AWS service to build scalable, event-driven incident response workflows that minimize manual intervention. To execute this project, we need specific permissions, including deploy CloudFormation stack, create security groups, create and modify Lambda functions, create IAM policies and roles, create, save, and execute Asana queries, create and execute step function state machine, as soon as subscription for EC2 instances. Here are our architecture overview. AWS Lambda is a serverless computing service that allows running code without provision or managing servers, enabling repeat incident response. AWS Step Functions is a serverless workflow service that coordinates multiple AWS services into serverless applications, streamlining incident response automation. A diagram will show the architecture of the incident response solution using AWS Lambda and step functions will provide a visual representation of the workflow. We use two different implementation methods to achieve automated incident response in AWS. The first one is using AWS Lambda. Once the suspicious activity of an instance is detected, GuardDuty will create findings, and if the findings match the event bridge rule, the Lambda function will automatically be called. The function then responds to the incident. The second method is using step functions. The architecture is almost the same. However, the workloads in step functions detect the event's severity level and automatically send SMS notifications to the subscribers.
Okay, hello. We're gonna show you how to automate incident response in AWS using the Lambda function and step function. And first of all, we're gonna set up the environment configuration and we're gonna deploy a stack from a CloudFormation template, which I have already created here, and we need all the resources here to start our automation, and we're gonna that create a VPC, and we're gonna create a security group for this VPC and setting the inbound rules and allow only from our IP. Here's my IP, and then we're gonna use, oh, here I have already created a Lambda function that automate the incident response, and the architecture is like this. So first of all, there is some kind of suspicious activity, and the guard duty creates findings towards that suspicious activity and triggers the event bridge rule, and which calls the Lambda function, and the Lambda function will get the instance information and tag the instance, isolate the instance, and then allow access only to the incident forensics team, and also creates a snapshot. And the snapshot will go to the S3 bucket. And I've already set up the trigger for this event. To detect unauthorized access. And we can do some testing here. Click test. I'm using a test template provided with a report. And here you can see the snapshot is created. And then we are gonna use the step function to automate the incident response process. And to enable the step function, we're gonna deploy another CloudFormation stack using the template. And the architecture of the step function method is kind of similar to the Lambda function. So it also detects suspicious activity, and the event bridge rule is triggered if the findings match the rule, and it calls the step functions. And but in the step functions, there are two different workloads, and the first one is if the severity is higher or equal to 8, it automatically send an email notification to my email account registered with the SNS subscription. And if the severity is lower than 8, so the request must be approved by the right team, and to see if the notification will be created or not. Okay, so the CloudFormation template automatically create an SNS subscription if you input your email account. And here I've already subscribed to this step function, and we're able to test the step function save machine. And here's one of my testing. So you can see if the severity is higher or equal to 8, it automatically send me an email says high severity finding. And we can also check the guard duty to see the findings. Okay, thank you. That's it.
So this project will generate a comprehensive understanding of how to automate incident response use AWS Lambda and setup functions. By setting up and configuring various AWS service, we created a robust incident response system that can properly and effectively handle security threats. And this project also our ability to design and implement responsible machines in AWS environment. I think this skill and knowledge is equal through this workshop and are very in fact ensure that an organization can swift and effectively respond to cyber threats and security pressures. This hand-on experience not only demonstrates the technology aspect of AWS service, but also emphasizes the strategy importance of automatic incident response in model cybersecurity practice. So yeah, it's really helping us a lot.